hop back onto the track, and off at turn 1 is the 0-1, the team car. That's Sebastian Bourdais. Not having a good weekend, very unusual for him, and the front end of the car is damaged. He's put that in sideways, I think. Sorry, it's not turn 1, my apologies. There's not that many places that you can go that far off, and that's turn 14, I think. Yes, it is. He's not coming out of there. Red flag with 2 minutes to go. That's it. It's over.
Wow.
It's over. And that was, well, that's really, really interesting.
In the IMSA WeatherTech SportsCar Championship sessions until now, but Mike has a lot more experience in this championship than Jose Maria Lopez. Jose's only done one start. Mike's raced here many times before, including with this team, so it's very familiar for him. Waiting on the fuel at this point. Ooh, another windshield tear-up. Very nicely done. Pit stop by Whelen Engineering.
Oh, just waited to hear the engine go up. Thank you, Shane. Perfectly left your mic open for that down in the pit lane. Pits are closed because we've got a car off. It's Sebastian Montoya who's been doing...
No, it's not.
It's Juan Pablo Montoya. It's Dad gone off, trying to go as quick as son, maybe. Don't know. But JP, but they definitely are. So this is another gaggle of cars with... Here comes the... oh, it was a spin. Was that a tyre went down? I think that was maybe a tyre issue for the Milner car, because that car snapped at the very end of the corner. And then Montoya has hit one of the GT cars in avoidance there. Whole gaggle of cars coming through. Tower Motorsports car going off the track.
GTD leader also
it's
there.
The Paul Miller car that got a good clonk on the rear, and Montoya's car's going nowhere. Both sides of the steering is broken. Absolutely nothing JPM could do there.
Can they possibly stretch this fuel load long enough to be able to get to the end with just one more pit stop? On the last sequence, the number 60 car was out for 44 minutes.
We've got a caution, full course caution, Jeremy, and it's the 0-1 cars in there. That's Renger van der Zande. Side by side going in. It's both of the Ganassi cars. It's both of the Ganassi cars, I think, that have come together. They were side by side going into turn 1, and Earl Bamber and Renger van der Zande have come together. What's the first rule of team racing? Don't hit your teammate. And this, with 51 minutes to go, has blown this wide apart. The 0-1 car was coming up alongside, I think. Yeah, absolutely. 0-1 on the outside, Earl Bamber on the inside. There wasn't room for two Chip Ganassi Cadillacs there. That is going to be a very awkward debrief. Doesn't matter whose fault it was. It really doesn't. I know they're racing for the victory here. Down through turn number 12, it looked like Bamber was held up a little bit. Van der Zande came round the outside, and then there was contact as they were going into the turn in for that corner.
And he didn't leave much room on the inside, did he? Let's watch this. Clearly the number 02 car was held up pretty badly
by the Courtneuff car.
Yep, but you know, that's not relevant at all. I mean,
we have been green from the start of this race. It is Ryan Eversley's NSX which has ended up into the tyre wall, underneath the tyre wall, sadly, for the Rick Ware Racing car of Aidan Reed and Ryan Eversley, the current driver. No idea what happened there. Ryan is moving around in the cockpit, I'm delighted to say, and he now offers a thumbs up to the onboard camera. But there's a rather battered and bruised Acura NSX, and crucially, Jeremy, it's a full course caution with the pit lane closed initially.
Yeah, that's right. 21 minutes to go. Is anybody going to come in and gamble and pull on some fresh tyres, perhaps, and go to the end from here? Let's have a look, see if we can see. This is at West Bend, and that was Jamini straying a couple of wheels off the road, and Eversley, wow, gosh. Oh. Ouch. Yeah. Coming down the downhill there, just carried a little bit too much speed into the corner. The car understeered mid-corner off the road, and yeah, we've seen that before. There's not much you can do at that stage. You're heading off there at very, very high speed.
And Junior 3 Garrett Grist just coming down the pit lane. That will be fuel and 4 tires for them, and those are shiny Michelins going on to the Junior 3 racing machine. We also expect to see Paul Miller racing in any moment now. It will be fuel, tires, and a new drinks bottle for Brian Sellers. His full course caution is out.
And that is for the number 74, Scott Andrews, and Riley Motorsports on his outlap in the Ligier that had been leading LMP3. Car has gone off at turn 4. That will not be a small incident. That is full commitment and flat out at that point. On his outlap, he's being gained on. It's Ollie Jarvis diving down the inside. Jarvis maybe feeling the pressure. Now, I don't know whether there was a touch or not there, Jeremy, but certainly was enough to put Scott Andrews offline. And the previous incident between the Konica Minolta number 10 and the number 60 under review. And wheel spin out of the corner.
No, he got a nudge from behind.
Ollie Jarvis, excuse me.
He hesitated a little bit there before going
He's
past.
off the track.
Yep.
Jarvis is off and he's in the wall. He's in the wall. Ollie Jarvis hit from behind originally by Earl Bamber, and that threw the car sideways and off the track and then into the wall on driver's right. And again the traffic, and again ironically has missed the pit commit. Missed the pit commit. Could have come in and changed the nose under emergency service.
But we're probably going to go full. We may well not finish this race. Let's have a look here and see what happened.
So through the kink and put off on the left-hand side, and a straight hit on the nose of that car. It straightened it up and carried it on. My goodness, that is a very, very... Yeah, I said that.
Ouch.
Very, very strong car. It actually all started at the exit of turn number 8.
9, yeah.
When they got into the traffic, and then coming out of the carousel, there was a touch behind. Now, did that break something on the back of that car and therefore take the downforce away? Not certain. Let's have a look. Got that car in straight away. It's Alec Riberas, one of the principals of Heart of Racing. They were running it in GTD Pro, and that car has got major damage to the rear right. It looks like the rear right wheel has been pulled off. There's another car in there, and that's Kenny Bull's car. It's the 75 Sun Energy 1, and that's got right rear damage as well. So has there been a spin and somebody run into one of the others? We're under full course yellow. Pit lane speed limit. And also involved, we think, the Mulder number 6 prototype was in 6th position. Lamborghini 39 has a problem as well. So this has been a multi-car incident of any kind of fuel, but 3 cars into the wall. How close was the 97 Mercedes from WeatherTech? And that was coming out onto the speedway at turn 2. It all happened very, very quickly. And the speed there, you're gathering speed very quickly. So 1 prototype and 2 GT Daytonas there. Oh, and a big swipe, a secondary impact of Riberas and the Heart of Racing car. That's what's pulled the rear wheel off that car.
And, well, that's Alex Lynn. Hasn't stopped smiling since she joined the team. What a lovely quote.
Incident down at turn 5. And it's brought out the full course yellow. The Porsche number 34 with Kyle Washington at the wheel is looking very un-Porsche-like at the front end of that car. Now, looks like he's gone in quite hard in the GMG racing machine just after the kink on the way down to turn 5. That is going to be an ex-Porsche, I'm afraid. The hood is up, the door is open, and the EMR safety crew already there with full course yellows around the circuit, double waved. And says?
Yeah, negative. That is not something that they do. The cars start together wherever you qualify, and wherever you are on the racetrack, that is where you resume from a caution.
Car in the wall. It's Russell Ward in the Chechemet AMG. He's gone in at the exit of turn 6 into the unguarded wall on left side, and it's full course caution. He's dropped his wheels off the right hand side of the track at turn 6 and then speared across to the left. And by the way, the Era Motorsport car did come in as well and did the same thing, drove straight through, I think. Yes, they did. Check that, the Era car got full service. They were in well before the pits were closed. That was the car that I saw come in originally, but the PR1 Matheson Motorsport car came into a closed pit, but the team very heads up sent him straight through. There will be no penalty for that.
Yeah.
Really good weather for us. Full course yellow. Turn 4 is where and it's the Mustang sampling car is involved. And that has also taken out the number 12 Lexus. And that's a big hit for that Lexus. It's missing front suspension down through the S's super quick. And it looked like perhaps the Lexus ran into the back of the prototype, which has gone into the wall pretty hard. there's a wheel gone off as well. John, very fast, very furious racing, conditions pretty much perfect, and yet another once again the team caught off Motorsport car providing the camera view, but the racing when we have had it has been absolutely superb, punctuated by these incidents here at Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta.
Yeah, and this one by far the most serious of the race so far, and I don't really understand why these drivers are that aggressive this early in the race. It's just like, we're just barely reaching halfway right now, and there's a lot of racing still to come.